to the Syndicate, where real estate wholesaling is what the business is. Ain't gotta talk about it when you out here living it. So if you out here getting it, then welcome to the Syndicate. Welcome to the Syndicate. Welcome to the Syndicate.
So this was a killer episode I just recorded with Anthony Genoa over at Hive Mind, doing giant land deals, one of the big investors here in San Antonio. Very excited for you guys to listen to this episode. And if you like what you hear, make sure you come to our event, Wholesale and Syndicate Live. Anthony's going to be speaking. He's going to be going deep in how he gets these giant deals, how he makes $1 million deals happen off of land. So go to freewholesaleandlive.com if you haven't yet. Sign up, and we will see you in just a couple weeks. How you got started?
Yeah, dude. I'm a real estate investor. I'm based out of San Antonio, Texas, and I've been doing construction for 20 plus years since I was a kid with my dad's company. So I thought I was gonna be like the world's biggest, best, baddest like flipper ever. Mm-hmm. But I early in my days, I got a land lead, and I made like almost 100K in my first deal, like one of my first deals. So I stuck with land long term, and so now I'm doing full-time land investing, Texas only, specifically farm and ranch. That's all I look at.
I love that. So that's dope, man. I know I've shared some of the deals I've seen online, some of the deals you're doing. Like, can you share like what's the size like of some of these deals that you're doing?
I have a group. It's called a $1 Million Land Mastermind. Mm-hmm. So we look for land deals that are $1 million and above. Yeah. And specifically unrestricted farm and ranch, rural type properties. So like, somebody brings me a quarter acre downtown for $2 million. I don't know what to do with that. I'm not a developer per se. But ideal is just a big farm, 50 acres, 100 acres, 200, 300 acres, somewhere out, south San Antonio, way north of Austin, or west of Fort Worth, something crazy where there's no investors out there, right? There's not crawling with wholesalers and flippers. Yeah. That's where I'm looking. I'm looking in the outskirts, specifically unrestricted land.
I love that. So yeah, I think that's super cool, and you don't really hear anyone talking about that. And that's one of the reasons I was excited to have you on here, just to kind of break that down. And because I know next to nothing about it. I'm sure my audience is in the same boat. How did you get into that? Did you start residential and then start doing the big land deals, or did right from the rip? Is that what you were focusing on? Yeah,
dude, I guess it was just the grace of God, really, man. I have a marketing background, right? So coming into real estate 5.5 years ago, I've been doing online marketing for, probably now 17 years or something, right? So I have a extensive online marketing background and offline marketing, right? Because I did marketing for my dad's company when I was a kid too, like door knocking, cold calling, all that. So coming into real estate, I'd never been to a closing before, never bought a home before, like never been inside of a title company. I didn't know what they do. And, but I knew that I saw some wholesaling videos on YouTube. I knew coming in that if I did a ton of advertising, that I was going to get some deals. So I spent like 25 or 30 G's like in my first month of being in real estate, knowing nothing, right? Never being to a closing or nothing. Not part of anybody's team. I'm just like a guy at my house. And, I shout out a ton of marketing. I ordered like 1,100 bandit signs. I took out Facebook ads, Google ads. Like I just went crazy to see what would move the needle. Right. And I got a land deal over by Fort Worth, and it was 46 acres. And I made over 85K. Damn. So it was like, that made me just gravitate towards land. Like I thought I was going to take on anything. Like I said, I flipped a few houses, and since I was a kid too, me and my dad did construction. So we flipped houses for other people. We were the contractor, right? Yeah. When I was a kid. So that's what I thought I was going to be doing coming into real estate. I said, I got this, construction background. I'm a licensed contractor. You know what I mean? Like I got my own money. So I was like, I'll just be the best house flipper in the world then, I guess, if that's all it takes. And like I said, I got lucky. I got a big land deal. And it made me realize that, like, hey, if I can make 100 G's and I didn't pick up a screwdriver, there's no way I'm going to go flip a house. That was the mindset. Yeah.
I love that, man. That's super cool. So you dropped all this money in marketing. I mean, that's crazy getting into your first month just to like have the confidence to drive that much money. Were you worried at all, or just
not at all, dude? No, I had a conversation with my friend. His name's Sean Ailey. He's a roofer out of Corpus Christi, and I told him, I said, dude, I'm about to get into real estate. Yeah. Right. I hadn't even started yet, and we stayed on the phone till like 3 a.m. I talked to him for like 2 or 3 hours. I told him that I was going to get into real estate. I was going to start a holding company. I was going to start lending on land. I was going to start a credit company. I was going to start lending money. I was going to start developing. I just gave him the whole entire picture to where I am right now. Fast forward 5.5 years later.
I love that. Yeah. So how long when did the real estate come into like your mind as what you wanted to do?
Dude, I was on this is like right before COVID sometime, maybe like 2018, I think it was, or 19. I was looking to build a house for myself because my roofing company was doing pretty good. I was doing commercial roofing, so $1 million roof, big projects. and lots of zeros behind those checks. So I said, I'm going to find me a cool piece of land. I'm going to build a house on it, me and the kids and the wifey. Well, I looked up on YouTube. I went and I said, how do you buy land for cheap? And then I saw people were getting contracts and then selling the contracts. I said, what the hell?
Yeah.
So I started researching wholesaling. Done. Shut my construction company down, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
wild.
I started doing real estate. Yeah. I just learned that. I said, wow, because if I sign $1 million contract and I'm going to go out and make 300, 400, 500 grand, dude, that's a year-long process, year and a half, suing the insurance company, fighting with the insurance agents, you know what I mean? Like just crazy stuff. And then, doing this, I said, well, you get the contract and then I just sell the whole contract and then I keep all the profit and I don't got to do nothing.
Yeah.
Then I'm out of construction then.
That's wild. Yeah, that's how it was for me because I've been an entrepreneur for about a decade and then marketing background too, so very similar. And it was crazy. I'm like, oh, this, because I always want to get in real estate, but I thought you had to know how to fix stuff and have all this crazy stuff set up and experience and connections and everything, which obviously does help when you're doing big deals and other things. But like, I didn't know you could just get started and just do sales and marketing, get a contract and sell it and be done. Because we were managing like ad campaigns and building like systems and
For other companies?
for car dealerships.
Oh, okay.
So, we were doing
Dang.
that. So it's cool. We were making money, but then like there's so much to go and do it. We're managing it. There's always like a fire to put out, or someone was unhappy, or you had to get client would drop off, you had to get a new one, and then it was just like constantly. And then COVID hit. We lost all of our clients overnight, pretty much.
Oh, damn.
Because nobody could go into dealerships, and they're like, we're pausing our marketing. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, let's try this wholesaling thing I've been reading about. And but I'm like, wow, that was way better.
Did you notice the same thing coming in, having that marketing background? Did you feel like you got momentum quickly in real estate?
Yeah, I kind of I'm kind of happy I did because I did learn. So I tried to come in with like a white belt mentality about a little course, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do what they say. And then after, I'm like, why is no one doing marketing stuff? This is wild.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know you had that marketing background. That's strong, dude.
So I'm like, oh, cool. I can just do a little bit of this and that. Like, oh, cool. This is And everyone's like, wow, you've been fired. It's like, nah. It's like a lot of industries, they're using marketing and stuff. And so that's half what wholesaling is
That's the hack, right? That really is the hack. I think that's where the light bulb came on for me. I was watching those YouTube videos and researching these wholesalers and looking up all the gurus I could find on YouTube. And they kept saying marketing. And I wasn't making the connection, dude. I'm like, I'm a marketer. I think I feel like I'm one of the best marketers in the world. But I'm not seeing the connection. Like, why are they talking about real estate with marketing? There's still no bells going off. And then the more videos I watched, I said, oh, damn, they're doing mass lead generation and just monetizing the leads. I was like, count me in, dude. Yeah.
No, I love it. No, I think it's a super cool opportunity like that. It's like the barrier of entry is so low. I mean, but it's, I feel like there is a big disconnect. A lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be easy. Because like, there's a sales piece too, and you have to deal with rejection, and you have to know how to do marketing. And there's definitely a learning curve if you've never done that stuff before. But like you said, I feel like you have a huge leg up if you have that sales background, if you have that marketing background, you get into it.
Yeah, I just came in like a ninja, bro. Like I said, I, like literally like just tons and tons of leads, more leads than I could handle. So I immediately started going to all like the local gurus, like the big people, like Mitzi and Charles and Mike and just all the guys, Logan, Ryan. They all started helping me, and all I was doing was bringing leads. Like, check this out. Yeah, it looks like a good lead to me. I don't know nothing about real estate, but I wasn't bringing obviously trash. They were like pretty well targeted leads. Yeah. So I was bringing some decent stuff. So they were willing to sit with me, and they probably would have done it without it. But I'm just saying, like, I didn't come in and say, hey, help me. I came in and said, hey, I got something. Right. So I think starting with that marketing first. Well, okay, this kid has a lot of leads. And what was beneficial on my side is like, well, if this guy's too busy for me, this guy's not. And if this guy is, this guy's not. Right. So I kind of just round robin with everybody to just quickly learn. And like I said, I was bringing something to the table, so I wasn't begging for nothing. But it really was the hack. So I do say it's easy. I really still do believe it's easy. Yeah. It's just like, I think what does somebody mean by easy? Because you mean easy, like, you're just going to wake up one morning and checks are going to start hitting the bank? No, like you get up and you do the effort and then there's going to be results. Same thing like if you go to the gym, right? You say, hey, I want to get my arms bigger. Well, that's not a challenge. That's not something hard. You eat a little bit more protein and you get in the gym 2 or 3 times a week. And that's it. And just hit arms only if you want to, if you just want to do biceps, right? And it's just like a point and shoot type of thing. So I feel like that with real estate, I guess maybe it's my marketing brain that makes it that simple, but I really do think it's easy. Do mass marketing. You're going to have lots of phone calls, like you said, lots of rejection, lots of crap, lots of trash to burn through. But 100% chance of success if you're running the leads and converting some of them.
Right. Yeah. No, that's the biggest thing. Like, I like how you said how do you define easy, right? What's easy to you? Because like, I think it's easy as fuck. So I sit in the office and like, I could be working outside. And
you're not on a roof somewhere screwing in metal panels, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot harder things you could be doing. So.
I guess that's what it is too, bro. I grew up in construction. I put in hundreds of thousands of feet of wood floor, glue down, floating, laminate. I've done stairs, marble stairs. Like I could do marble showers, dry pack all the mud and tie in all the drain. I'm the best contractor you've ever seen in your life. Like my stuff is so precise, dude. I'm so like crazy about the way my stuff would come out. I feel like an artist more than a contractor. right? But bloody knees, you know, tiles jabbed into your knees, blood flying out. You just freaking put some tape on it and you keep going. Almost cut off your finger. You're in the hot sun, having a heat stroke. I had to get off the roof one time and just hold up like bags of ice in the back of my neck for hours. I thought I was gonna die, you know. And then somebody's like, "Real estate's hard." I feel like punching them in the face, dude. Like, oh, dude, shut the hell up.
Yeah,
you don't know what hard is. Like, it's just, I guess maybe they're just too soft, man. Like.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe I don't. I try to figure. I think about that a lot. Like, why do people like think the way they do, or like why? I don't know.
I think because they've never been through anything that challenging, right? So you come out of school and you come out of college, and then you work at Taco Bell, and then you work in an office somewhere in a suit and tie, and you get your check every week. You didn't have to do nothing, just show up. Then you go into a business where, hey, there's effort involved. There's money spending, money risk involved when you're doing marketing and you're going out and you're wasting gas and wasting days and the bills keep coming. So people die before they get a chance to get momentum because they couldn't get started. But I think the way that I recommend somebody to start is to have a stable income first. Yeah. Like, don't just jump off the building and you don't have any wings. Like, start, I like to see somebody having a stable income, even if you are working at Taco Bell. At least your bills are paid every single month. And you don't have to worry about that. And then do real estate as a side hustle until your real estate business starts to make more money than your other job.
Yeah, no, I think that's smart. I feel like that's definitely doing it on easy mode. And just like, you don't have to deal with the stress and anxiety. Like, fuck, what if like I let everybody down and I fucking lose everything like every day, like, you know? Which is a
possibility, right? Yeah, so have some kind of stable income first, and then build on top of that, and then you'll get to the point to where even your real estate income, you don't even need that anymore, right? Then you go into like, you know, borrowing and stacking debt from other deals and stuff like that. So then you could play higher level games, but you got to at least start with that. Start with that stable income.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's a great point. So what's kind of breakdown? What does a typical deal like look like for you? How do you find it? Like, just like, you know, someone's like, okay, I know residential, but just like, you know, they understand what wholesaling is. But how do you explain, you know, like what's different between residential, I guess, and what you do?
So it's very similar, kind of the same thing, right? So instead of you pulling a list for 4.3s and, you know, pre-foreclosures or something, or mobile homes on land, just pull land only. That's it. Just pull land. I would crop out all of Bexar County, just gone, and then I'll just work all the outskirts. Yeah, okay. All the counties that actually touch Bexar County. I don't want to go 2 counties over. You're kind of out in the sticks in the middle of nowhere. Unless you're going to buy like 2,000 acres, then you might. If you could get it 5,000 acres for 2,000 an acre, maybe. You know, a little milli. But if it's going to be something that you're going to want to sell to a retail end buyer, developer, I would say that the counties that touch the main part of the city. So same thing like for Austin, I'll crop out Travis, and I'm only going to do the counties that touch that county. Right. Okay. Yeah. Just stay away from the middle of the city, because in the middle of the city is where you're going to find a quarter-acre lot, you know, for $100,000. Right. I'm sure there's money to be made there. Maybe you throw up a house. I don't even know what the play is, but there's something that happens there. It's not what we do, because those are extended timelines, right? And maybe you get lucky and you find a diamond in the rough and you find something for $100 downtown that's worth $1 million, right? Maybe that comes up. But if you want a consistent good deal where it's a winner every single time, you go get like 100 or 200 acres out in the county, right? Like I said, there's still water and there's electric and stuff. You don't want to be so far out that there's nothing. I say my cutoff point's about 30 to 45 miles, right? It's probably a good cutoff right outside the city, 30 minutes driving time. And then a public water, you know, or even well water, whatever's available. As long as there's some kind of water source there available, 100, 200 acres with as much road frontage as possible, right? So if this is the property, let's say this first line right here, and this is like the edge of the property and this is the other edge. If this is the road right here, that's a badass property, because it's along the road. But if it has this much road and the property goes way back there, I'm not even going to look at it unless they're just giving it away. Right. But yeah, so the properties that have the most amount of road frontage, 100, 200, 300 acres, and then we just split them off into 10s, man, and resell them. That's it. Done. That's wild. Very simple point and shoot game.
How does it work running the number? How do you know if it's a deal or not? If someone's new, is it just how do you know is this worth looking at, or like if someone brings you a deal, what's your like thought process?
I teach my people to do something I call ghost ads. So a ghost ad means that it's an ad that doesn't point at anything. It doesn't. If the owner's looking up, you know, he sees your thing online and he's like, "Hey, that's my property." This is just an ad. It says Medina County, 10 acres. You know, what we do to test the market is we'll put ads out for properties that we haven't even contracted yet. So we're not selling any property. It's a ghost ad. I'm not selling anything. Right. All it says is 10 acres in this particular area and I want $199. And then if your phone starts to melt, then that's a badass property for that price. Right. And then if it doesn't, we just continue to drop until we find out what the sweet spot is, and then we make our offer based off of that.
That's super cool.
Yeah, kind of reverse engineer the offers.
Yeah.
So if you don't know it all, you can run comps, but we like to do something a little better than that.
Yeah. I like that. Well, how long does that usually take them to get that feedback? I guess if it's a better deal, like faster.
It really depends how hot it is. Yeah, you'll put something out and your phone starts melting, and you know what time it is. Yeah. And then you'll put something out and it's been 3 weeks and you've got 4 messages. Like, so then you start trying to drop the price maybe once a week until that local market starts to respond to that price.
Wow. Yeah. No, I like that. It's super smart. I think it's very interesting way of looking at it. It's a good way, but I feel like you get that you're getting the feedback directly.
Real-time feedback, bro. There's no data like, oh, the comps say. I don't give a shit what the comps say. Like, does that dude want to walk it tonight or not?
Yeah, right. Like 5 people said they'll pay this. Like,
and the guy's like, hey, I want to go see it now. Like, when can somebody like, hey, dude, I got Saturday. I got cash in my hand right now. I don't want to wait till Saturday. Somebody needs to go open that gate.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's a good price. Lock that shit up.
Right. Yeah, and I feel like that eliminates a lot of the, like, oh, hopefully I can dispo it after. You got to try to like drop the price and like.
That's one thing I don't like doing, man. I don't like contracting stuff that we're not going to close on, stuff that we can't perform on. If we're going to lock it up, let's sell it, and then if not, if it is an if, let's let the sellers know, hey, dude, look, I'm going to attempt to get this done for you, but I can't promise. Your price is crazy. I'm going to try to help you, and then bam, we go to blast it. Nothing happens. I told you, right? Then it's okay to drop. I think at that point, like, dude, you really need the 100. Can we work with 70? That's the best offer I've got. It's 80. I gotta make a little something. So I think if you set that up front, that's good. But if people that are just like haphazardly just locking stuff up and dumping it and playing with people like that, it's not cool. Because I've been on both sides, man. Where now you're expecting something to close and it doesn't, and people start to make plans with that money. They start to spend money they don't have.
Oh yeah, some people are moving across the country and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I hate when people do that to people. Just like, just get contracts or just dump them.
Yeah, no, it's awful. Yeah, especially like, I don't know. To be transparent, I mean, just talk to them. Like, no, we can't sell it. You can't sell it. Like,
man, that's cool, man. We tell sellers that all the time. Like, I can't help you at that price.
Yeah.
Here's the price I can help you at. Where you're at right there, we can list it. You can list it for yourself. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that price, there's nothing I can do with it. I'll even try to help you for free. Yeah. You want me to list it for you and I'll take the calls and you don't pay me nothing? Like, I'll do anything I can to help you. But beyond that, we're not going to, we can't just, like I said, you just at least inform the person of what you intend to do.
Right. Yeah. No, I think it's pretty easy, and then it makes it a lot more simple. Yeah. But I love it, man. So you get all that. What's the competition level like compared to like residential? Is there a lot?
There's none.
Other people?
There's no competition at all.
Really?
Complete blue ocean. Yeah. There's nobody coming. There's nobody coming forever. No, there's nobody coming.
That's awesome. So is there as far as the seller, is it like the same type of situations they're going through is why they want to sell?
No,
or is it...
These sellers are rich. They've owned that property their whole life. This dude's been a millionaire since he was 8, since little Timmy, since grandpa left them the land, Okay. And they still have the land. So if he ever got into a money jam, the dude could just clip off 1 acre off the corner and sell it for $50,000,
Yeah.
So
okay.
They're not in money trouble, nothing. It's sometimes just like life transition. Yeah. They're older. Okay. Right? Boomers. And they have kids. They want to like, oh, I'm not going to leave nothing to my kids. I'm going to spend all the money, or it's I don't want them to fight over it, so I'm going to sell it and give them each half the money. Right. Or I'm going to sell it, seller finance, and I'm going to leave them cash flow. You know what I mean? So everybody has different ideas. So I think that's the main thing in this business is we don't come in as the buyer or the flipper or the cool city slicker. We come in as a consultant. Like, hey, you have this really, really expensive asset that's very hard to move. You know it, and I know it. Do you want me to help you get the money out of this thing? Yes or no? And that's it. That's pretty much the whole conversation.
I love that. That's huge. And then, is it like, have you broke it down? Do you have like an avatar of like, so I think kind of broke it down there too. Is there like a certain age range? Is it like, I'm sure it varies.
Yeah, no, we don't pay attention to age at all. Yeah. But if you were going to pull some kind of metric, I think hit everything. So I don't care what age they are. But if you wanted to get very, very specific targeting, like maybe on Facebook or something, then I would probably say people like 50 and older. Yeah. Yeah. They're the ones that own 400 acres, 1,000 acres, 3,000 acres. Yeah. They're older boys. Yeah. Nice. Transitory phase of their life.
That makes a lot of sense. That's super cool. So so you get the deal, and then you just realize. I like how you did the deal, and then you found out it's working. You just kept running that play, and you just kind of when did you realize like, oh, I think I'm onto something?
Dude, honestly, before I got involved in real estate, like I said, I already saw, once I saw that, hey, I'm going to do mass marketing and I'm going to sell the leads, that already told me, hey, well, I'm just going to get everybody else's real estate companies involved. And then we're all going to start to raise capital together to handle the leads that should be bought and sell the ones that should not. Yeah. So I saw the vision early, but I think when the light bulb really came on, like when things became tangible, after I did a couple of bigger land deals, I noticed two things. I said, okay, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of capital to find these types of deals. But there's a lot of them out there. But it's like a needle in a haystack, right? Because I'm looking for deals where I can make like 50 or 100 or more, right? And so I said, okay, well, I can continue to inject my own capital back into this business over and over and over again, or I can capture more time. You know, that's the only other asset class that we can't spend more of, right? I said, what I'll do is I'm going to start recruiting a ton of people to help me go out and get these types of leads. And then they'll spend their own capital bringing them. And then when they bring them in, I'll teach them what to do, help them raise the money, close it, negotiate it, everything. I'll just kind of be like that central point. And then all you guys, like, you know, come over to me and I'm going to help you guys do the deals. And so I had a vision for a mastermind. And I said, instead of starting a mastermind, because people will come in for $50 a month, $100 a month, and then they get bored in a month and then they leave. I said, I'll white label a CRM. I'll get a CRM product, slap a label on it, and then make that the product. And then when you subscribe to the product, then you get added to the mastermind. So they got 2 layers of you know, being locked in, engaged. And then for your CRM, if you upload all your leads and all your contacts and build out all your pipelines and all your crap, you really can't just quit 1 month to the next and take off, right? So you're going to be here for a while anyways. You might as well enjoy the show. So then they're coming to the mastermind. And then sure enough, man, we put it together about 3.5 years ago. And right now, all my lead generation is off.
Wow.
Yeah, so it all comes from the community now.
That's awesome. That's super cool. Yeah, I like how you combine the community and the CRM, because we have we have a CRM company too, and then we have the mastermind, but we keep separate. There's obviously a lot of overlap. There's a lot of people they're in both, but we've kept it separate. But I like how it's kind of one thing. Because usually our best people are the people that are in the community, and like vice versa. The best people that are doing the best on the CRM are usually in the community.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I think it goes hand in hand. It's like if we're gonna like train for like boxing, right? We're all gonna need some gloves. Yeah. So I feel like the CRM is kind of just that first point of accessory that you need to even play the game. So that was the thinking there. So we just white labeled a GHL product. You know, we didn't build nothing out, but that's all it was. It was just for us to, like I said, get all these people in a room that are first interested in land and marketing and being in a mastermind.
I love that.
And that's where it's at now, man. It worked. It worked.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I like how they're the values in the community too, right? And it's
that's where all the money comes from.
Yeah,
our CRM did like over $1 million in 2022.
Wow.
It did a lot less last year and probably less this year, right? Because now everybody has a GHL agency.
Yeah.
You know, we knew that was going to be okay, but we didn't expect like to make profit with that portion of it. Like I said, now our marketing costs are 0, and this is the most deals we've ever done before. Yeah. It's just all coming from the community now.
I love that. That's huge. Yeah, kind of our mindset's been different because we saw that same thing. I'm like, oh, it's kind of, we're just competing against everybody, and like we don't really have a value offer like that's different or setting us apart. So we went back to the drawing board, and we decided we're just going to build people custom CRMs on high level, like for them. And we connected with OpenAI and do some other stuff too, and then just kind of design like their processes and just make it easier. So
that's beautiful, man. And then coming from somebody who has a marketing background like yourself, like that's powerful. Yeah. And I wish more new people knew the value in that of having a powerful marketing system, because if you don't have anything, like if you can keep your marketing system alive, then your business will thrive. That was always my motto getting into marketing and online stuff back in the day. Like I said, offline too. It's like, as long as I can keep the marketing machine alive, then my life will go well, right? Yeah. And when I started, of course, things were not going amazing, right? Like all stories. But I said, well, then the marketing machine needs to eat first. Yeah. So then I would get whatever kind of a money I got, 500, 1,000, anything. I'd feed the marketing machine for like 3 or 4 months. And then whatever I had left, that was my living money. Yeah. And then every time I got in another hit of cash, I would just stack the marketing machine higher and higher and higher. And it always kept me alive. So that way, as I'm bouncing around as a contractor from job to job, I still had like some money buried over here that was actually producing more. And so that I think for new people that don't have a system in place, they definitely need it. That's like the lifeblood, like the heartbeat of your whole company. And I wish more new people knew that. Yeah, I think if you guys get nothing else, you just get one thing, I'm sure you'll get a bunch. But if you only hear just that part, I mean, that's huge. That's where it is, bro. It's like I said, it's literally the heartbeat. So like, oh, I don't have one of those. Well, then you have no company at all. In my opinion, if you don't have a CRM, you don't have a business at all. Yeah. You're playing. Yeah, you're like a hustler. I don't know if that's a negative connotation there, but I mean, like, you're hobbyist, I guess. Yeah, you're like a street hustler. Like it's great that you're doing amazing things, but you're not in business until you have a CRM. You have a book of business. I think just that having the marketing machine eats first. I mean, it took me so fucking long because it takes me a long time. Feed that bastard, no, feed you back. To realize that, like, I literally went back. I'm like, I'm like, these months I did really good. It's like, it's the end of the year, like, did my taxes when I first started out. I'm like, but these months I didn't. I'm like, what was different? I'm like, I put more money into marketing the months before, and then you saw the lag. I'm like,
Like, I'm lucky, like, God's patient with me and, like, he gives me the same lessons multiple times because it takes me a while to sometimes for things to click. Once they click, I get it. But I'm like, I feel like that should have clicked sooner. I'm like, it's like so simple when you put it the way you just put it. Like, when you put money into marketing, money comes back on the back end if it's working or if it's good marketing. But
feed that guy, man. So starting in real estate with that same mindset, right? We start making money and we start recycling all of our own capital back into our deals, deals. So what are you doing? You're running on really thin margins because you're trying to grow, right? You see another good deal, buy it. See another good deal, buy it. Buy it. And next thing you know, you're out of cash, right? Like all of us. But now where we are is we're getting to a model where we're stacking the opportunity so high that now we need to go raise capital. Now we got a whole new problem that never existed before.
That's a great problem to have. And I appreciate before this, we got to listen to one of your capital raising calls. Super insightful. And then that makes it the reason you have this because you guys are having so many deals because the competition isn't there and there's so many opportunities that you got to figure out how to get more of them. So that's super cool. So when did that become a problem? Like, hey, I have so many deals, I need to find more money.
I'm telling you, man, I saw the vision on this thing, so I already kind of knew it was coming sooner or later, but then when it hits you in reality, you're like, oh, damn, okay, it's here. And you're never prepared. You can never be prepared enough. I would say it's probably happened about 2 years ago maybe, is like when the lead flow is starting to get tremendous. Yeah. And then just about 2 years ago is when we started that $1 million land mastermind. So now we have people bringing us opportunities that are 2 million, 5 million, 9 million. So like, it's not going to help me to go raise 12,000 to flip that mobile in Elmendorf anymore. Yeah. So we started looking for capital, asking people, talking to friends, talking to strangers, just saying like, hey, who's moving money around and seeing what's happening. And then through some of our internal contacts, they introduced us to somebody. We borrow some capital from them. We put it into the deal. They get their money back, and then they get really excited, and then they go tell somebody else, and then next thing you know, there's 3 people, 4 people. Like once you show somebody that you can make them a strong ROI in a respectable amount of time, then the money just comes looking for you. Yeah. I've had lenders like kind of get frustrated with me because I couldn't find them a deal quick enough. Yeah. Like, I got cash here. Like, you better hurry up and take it. And I was like, that's interesting dynamic because that's never happened in my life before. Right.
No, it's just like. Just shows them, like, I got a motivated buyer, but that's a motivated buyer, like getting pissed off that you don't want to take their money. Like,
take my money, that little meme. Right. Yeah, dude, for real. The lenders really, or the investors really do get like that. When you show them a strong ROI, they get really excited. And like I said, they're gonna go get like, you know, how the villagers come with the pitchforks, like the angry villagers. Yeah. That's how they're coming with the money now, bro. Like, hey, we got some cash we have to place pretty quick. Can you help us? And I'm like, damn, this is interesting as hell. And then now it's up to me to like be responsible, right? And even probably more responsible than I was before, because now you're not investing your own money. Now you're investing other people's money. Right. So it's like, oh, dang, okay, this is interesting. So it's coming to a weird, cool pinnacle that, like we said, we expected, but it hit us quicker than we thought. Yeah. And it's kind of fun to navigate it. That's what the call was. It was a gentleman. He introduced us to his brother. He did a couple good deals. He introduced us to one of his friends, and now they're just like having Zooms full of people that want to invest.
Nah, that's wild. Yeah, like at the end there's like, where, you know, what other deals do you guys have? What else do you have going on? And I'm like, oh, wow, that's great.
They looked at some like a week ago, and that were on our deal sheet, and right now he just told them 3 are gone. Yeah. So that now that they got more urgency, like, damn, we wanted to buy probably all of them, and now there's only one left. So that he said, hey, we're probably going to take this one. He didn't say he was. Yeah. He said, we're probably going to take this one. What else do you have? Yeah. So we're getting to a point now where our deal sheets are getting bought out. Like we would have like, oh, we need money for these 12 deals, and that might be our deal sheet for the year, right? For 6 months or whatever. And now our deal sheet went from like 6 or 8 to 4 to 1, and now it's empty again. And now we're gonna fill it back up, and we're gonna go raise that capital too.
Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, that's I love that.
And these are not deals sold, by the way. This is not like dispo. Right. So I don't want anybody to get confused. This is us going out and locking up $1 million, $2 million, $3, $4 million ranch, and then going and borrowing, you know, the funds to close on that, earnest money, surveys, engineering, all that stuff. So like that money is just for us to acquire the properties.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So we're raising millions of dollars to take control of the properties. Yeah. And then later on do development, cut them up, sell them, surveys, flip them, all that kind of stuff. But it still takes several hundreds of thousands of dollars to move these big bastards. Yeah. That's why I said there's no competition. How many wholesalers? What are they going to do? You know what I mean? Is it going to be 1,000 wholesalers to put $1 each, or $5 each? Because you do need hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars to move these big deals. And that's what we're doing. We're raising those deals and we're raising capital and pushing it against those deals.
Yeah. Wow. I love that. It makes sense. And that's why the competition's not there then. So what's the timeline like? And then so for start to finish, someone brings you a deal. Okay, this is a good one. We want to move forward. What are the next steps? Just high level overview for someone that's interested in this. Like what happens next?
You're asking what happens when we get a contract on a deal?
Yeah, so you locked up the deal. You have control of the property. I know you mentioned surveys. You mentioned had surveys. You get the money, surveys. Doing divvying it up.
So your easiest deal, like I said, is going to be like a 10-acre lot split. So you take 100 acres, you cut it into 10, 10, 10, 10, sell them.
Yeah,
done. That's like the lowest. Like you can say you're a developer if you want to cap hard or whatever on a podcast. But you're just hiring a surveyor to just cut up some land and that's it. But next stage goes, we want to like either entitle this, which means like get this property to take it from agricultural unrestricted land and make it into a neighborhood, right? Okay, so now you hire an engineer, you give them $100,000 or $500,000, and then now that farm, that 100-acre farm is not a 100-acre farm anymore. Now it's a shovel-ready development where KB Homes or somebody can come in there and start throwing up houses. And they're willing to pay a pretty penny for that land. Yeah. It takes about a year, maybe a year and a half, depending on where you're working. If it's Austin, you take the rest of your life, right? Yeah. Any blue state. But if you just do a regular neighborhood, year and a half, like I said, you'll probably push $500,000, $1 million into that land. Yeah. But now it's worth triple or 5 or X, 10 times what it was worth before. So that's like the entitlement process. And then you can do what we're doing, which is we're breaking ground now. So we're putting down like 3 miles of road into a 200-acre subdivision. It was just an old farm. Wow. And now we're going to make 180 3/4-acre lots. So that's our first true development where we're actually like breaking ground. And like there's big tanks in the ground and like 50 pieces of equipment out there. Like,
That's wild, man. I love that. That's super cool. And then, so you mentioned timeline for that. So is there, what's been how do you manage all that? If you have all these different deals going on at the same time and then you're developing, it sounds like there's a lot going on. How do you like manage it all?
So it's all the people, man. So, again, the vision is kind of like that multi-level marketing, like background that I had since I was a kid, where each one teaches one, right? Yeah. So that's what it is. And that's the mindset. That's the culture that we've developed. So everybody that's here is contributing like out of their own pocket, right? So like let's say you went out and you recruited 100 people. Now you guys sell the most protein powder and you make $2 million a month, right? Because you have all these people out there doing it for you. Similar mindset here. So we have a large group of people that have come together to contribute to this machine. So there's lots of moving parts. Somebody that works specifically on due diligence, calling for the electrical and the water. We have somebody that's specifically negotiating, making offers. We have different agents that write contracts for us, whether they're on the deal or not, but they're contributing their manpower and their hours just to be connected to the machine. So it's just a lot of different people that are specializing in one thing. So it's not like where there's 8 CEOs like I see in a lot of wholesale companies, right? And then they get into it and they all fight because they're all trying to do the same thing. But in my world, like I said, we put like 1 or 2 people in charge of 1 or 2 specific tasks, and that's all they do. Like we have one new girl we just hired. All she's going to do is run people's credit and like do like the mortgage loan paperwork and all that stuff. So yeah, she's I don't need 3 people like doing that department. It's just that one person. So hey, if something breaks, something slips through the cracks, it's your fault. Right.
Yeah. And I found out a lot of people show they just want, even like hiring a VA or anyone, bring anyone on, they want someone that does it all. But like I feel like you want a specialist, and as opposed to
And these are not people overseas. We have like 9 people in the Philippines and stuff. Like I'm not I love that model. I know what Bevins is doing. And I hope to contribute to what he's doing. So I like that model, but in my world, like I said, we really did build a community, like a culture where people are like, it's like me and you, and Bam, and you're running all the leads, and this guy's you're writing up the offers, right? So we really did build a team where nobody's on salary. Like there's nobody that's like draining the system. Everybody's here like on a volunteer basis that sees the vision, and they're all contributing their time and energy.
I love that. Yeah, it's super unique. I think it's I'm very interested in that. So how did you find the right people, or how did you how long?
Dude, they just show up. Yeah. So this is the cool part, right? You do the podcast, you do YouTube, and you're going live on Facebook. Like I call it spreading the land investing gospel. Yeah. Right. I have a religious background. I'm still so to this day. So I call it spreading the gospel because that's what we're doing. So we're telling people like, hey, if you come into the land business, or if you get involved in the land business, something amazing might happen in your life. And then sure enough, somebody comes, they take a look, they hang around us for a few months, and then something tremendous happens for them. And then they go tell their 2 friends. And so now it's like people are just showing up, man.
No, that's great. And you find like the people that like don't, like they probably won't hang out for the first 4 months, and they're just like they'll get shiny object another.
Now they're doing storages now. Yeah, right. Which is cool. I don't think I'm not, whatever asset class you want. But I promise anybody, like if you stay involved in land, something tremendous is going to happen in your life. Yeah, for sure. 100% chance.
I love it. No, it's definitely something I want to learn a lot more about. And I'm excited to have you speak at our event next month and, go into land so you guys can learn more about it. And I think it sounds like it's a blue ocean and it sounds like super fucking cool.
It's a cool world to be a part of, and this is something that I really love, being at the top of the mountain, right? I mean, like people wise, right? Mm-hmm. If you're, where all the wholesalers are and the house flippers or whatever, everybody's fighting for deals. Everybody's against each other, friendly competition, non-friendly competition. But once you get to the top where you're like, hey, we, not me, we need to go out and raise $3 million by Friday. Mm-hmm. Boom, there's 22 of us that can go out and do that push and try to come up with that cash. Yeah. Because we're all going to help each other get that deal and take it down. Mm-hmm. And now $3 million is easier to find because there's 20 of us working on it. But if we're all chasing after $15,000 mobile homes, well, then there's no reason for me to need to go raise $3 million because we're never going to need it anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
It's a completely different mindset.
Yeah. So what do you do for accountability wise for having, so everyone's, has their own spot? I love how everyone, they know what they're supposed to be doing. Like they each have their own roles. Do you guys have like a check and balance to make sure
nobody ever gets checked on?
Yeah,
that's the beauty. That's the best part. That's how we keep good people around. We don't check on them, and if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they just float off into the ethers, and we just never see them again. But the people that keep showing up every single day, hey, I already made those callbacks. Hey, I sent out those mailers. Hey, I just sent in 2 offers. Can you sign those for me? Right. The people that are working, they're right always there working, and then the people that come around and they're like, oh, I didn't make my 3 phone calls today. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Right. You're not invited to this clubhouse anyway. And like I said, there's no hiring process. So I don't hire. I say it's a 4-letter word and I hate it. Yeah. Nobody better say that word around me. We're not hiring anybody. The people that show up, you go to work, you can start contributing, you find out where you can plug in and you start making money. Yeah. And if you can't handle that load, you're gone. Like we don't need you here for anything. Like you can help, don't help. Are you in? Are you out? If not, just at least move out of the way. Yeah. And that's it, man. Like I said, now our internal team's like 20 plus growing. You know what I mean? So a community, it has, I don't know how many now. There has to be hundreds and hundreds, maybe 1,000 more. I don't know. Yeah. So like I said, everybody's here on a volunteer basis, man. We're not hiring anybody. It's never, we're never going to hire anybody. So the people that show up that are working, it's like I said, they see the vision, they see what's happening, and they just want to be as close to it as possible when it pops.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, because I hate fucking hiring people.
It's a never-ending cycle. Hire, and then here's paperwork, and then you're sitting in an office and all this bullshit. How about I never interview you? You never come to my office. Yeah. I can tell you how you can make some money with this. You tell me what you think looks good. You want to try it, yes or no? Maybe you're better at follow-ups, maybe you're better at managing the CRM. Like you kind of just do whatever you want when you get here. Yeah. And that's what happens. Somebody shows up and they're like the highest level I've ever seen at this one thing, and that's what they're contributing to the machine now. That one thing. So people are kind of like self-hiring. They're just like they see they're analyzing the machine. They see what's happening. I can help here, and they just jump in and start helping. Yeah, and they just stay plugged in forever.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. Cause I mean, I feel like they're gonna take more ownership of it. It's like, hey, this is my one thing.
We're all building this baby together. Well, what is it gonna do? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because honestly, I hired someone to help with SEO because I just my issue is I can do a lot of things just with the marketing background. I can do this all. I just don't have enough fucking time in the day, and it's like I'm like, oh, I know I should be doing this, but this takes precedent, and it's like juggling acts. Back to hiring, and I just remember how much I fucking hate it. And that's why I rely so much on automations and nerd out on AI and stuff, just because I'm like, I just don't want to deal with it. Because I hired someone first week. I think it was maybe 2 weeks, but literally 4 emergencies. There were 4 different things, health. Oh, you didn't do this thing. I had to talk right away. I'm like, dude, this is what I expect from you. This is what we need done. Next day, I had another emergency. Why didn't you do it? I said, what would you report? Oh no, had another emergency. I'm like, okay, well, back to hiring someone else again. Let's start over.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah. I feel like it's a never-ending bus cycle. And then if I'm envisioning a model, like I said, that would turn into a multi-level marketing company. Yeah, I've hired the consultant. We built the software ready, so it is a true MLM backbone somewhere back there. We haven't really put it to its full potential yet. But with that in mind, I envision an organization of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, right? And we're building the infrastructure for it. Yeah. I don't want to hire anybody. It needs to be multi-level style where I come on board and I run my ads on Facebook and I pay for them and I do all. I'm like my own company. So the people that are contributing here, then we can hire unlimited. Yeah. There could be 100,000 Hive Mind members and I only got 10 people on salary. Right? And it's a 100,000 person real estate company. And it's getting built. It's not like it's not coming. It's already happening in real time. So I don't feel the pressure of now we got to hire 26 more people. Right. It just sounds like a lot of risk. It just sounds scary to me. I don't want to hire anybody, not one. Like, let's all keep doing the same thing we're doing and keep growing it the way that it's growing, and we can take it to a be easy.
Yeah, I love it. Now I can see the vision, and I feel like I get the name now. Like, that's why it's called Hive Mind.
It is. It's a fucking Hive Mind, dude. Yeah. There's nothing that makes you officially part of the company. Like, your brain connects to mine.
Or you don't.
We start working together, and then everything's going amazing.
Yeah.
And then so if you get bored or whatever, your wife you just disappear. Like, that's cool. We did a couple of deals together. So everybody's like if you picture like. They say a bee nest, but I'm thinking like an alien nest, right? And it's like these aliens that are leaving and coming to this thing, like an AI type environment. And you come and you contribute, you deliver some information, you deliver some resources, you take some back, and then you go. Yeah. And then sometimes they come back, and sometimes they don't. And like I said, it's just a big hive like of information and capital. Just everybody's contributing and helping. And when it's not serving them anymore, they're free to move on. Yeah. And if they see the value and they love it and they're going to stick around forever, then now those are like 20, 25 core people, and it's growing and growing and growing. Yeah. But it's massive, man. Yeah, it's that openness. Like, you're always welcome to come and you're always welcome to leave. Yeah.
I think that's great, man. That's super cool. Yeah. I'm getting a bunch of good stuff from this. I mean, it's getting my brain going now. Like, I love that idea. That's
because nobody's a prisoner, bro. Like, we love you. Like, hey, Rooster Vance, he does big land deals. He came, brought me a couple of deals early, and then he took off, and he brought me another couple of deals. And, just like, I'm not going to, hey, don't go start your own, thing. Like, please go make more money. And then if you see, don't forget about me. I'll still buy your shit. Yeah. And that's it, man. Yeah. So it's the best relationship ever. Like, I'm never mad at him for not helping me. You know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't sell me his deals, like, I don't care. He's doing his own shit. So there's not that neediness. Like, I don't want my people in my office to leave me. Like, they can all leave. That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah. No, I love that. So that's something I've been struggling with too. Like I said, with the, our custom CRM thing separate, and then we have the community, but then also we have the wholesaling business, obviously. And then I'm like, I feel like they work together synergistically in a lot of ways. Some ways I'm like, this person's great, but I'd love to like work with them more. They're part of the community and their own thing. But like, I love how you've combined them and made it like,
dude, it's the best thing ever. So now like we're like going out and raising capital elsewhere, and then we start talking about it on our calls, and then some people in the community like, I got money to lend. Yeah. Like, oh shit, there's money right behind me. I didn't even notice that. Yeah. So that's what's cool is like if you have a community-based organization, then everybody needs money at different times. So I have a saying, I didn't know if I made it up, but it said that there's an unlimited amount of deals out there, right? And there's an unlimited amount of capital out there, but nobody ever has it all at the same time, right? And it's just like a dance. You can play inside that playground. Like sometimes you got too many leads and not enough capital. Sometimes you have too much capital and not enough leads. Like it's just, there's always going to be that constant like need of each other without being needy, right? I don't need to hang on to you. Right. At some point, you're going to need capital, and you're going to say, hey, Anthony, I want to talk about this. I got this badass land deal I found over here in Poteet. Like, shit, let's look at it. Yeah. You're like, but I need $500,000. Like, let's look at this thing real quick. Yeah. And then, bam, we take the deal down. Right? We're trying to close on one like in a week and need $1 million down. We're ready to go. Yeah. Right? So it's just the more people you have involved in your deals, like I said, the easier it is to find capital, the easier it is to make big moves. And then if you find yourself running out of leads, like right now I have unlimited lead flow and I don't pay for it. Yeah. Nothing. And I have I don't know, it's just massive. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even look at leads anymore at all. Not a glance. I mean, I try to, but it's getting less and less, right? My team underwrites, my team makes the offers. Maybe they'll call me and just ask for one final approval if it's a bigger deal. Yeah. But that's pretty much it, man. It's kind of a, unlimited lead flow. And so now what are we looking for? We're looking for unlimited capital because we have unlimited seats to park it in. Right.
No, that's great. So, obviously not anywhere close to that, but I'm just starting to see, we're doing more JVs, people are sending us deals, we're helping them, luckily we doing, the podcast and getting out and meeting people and, shaking hands and kissing babies, or meeting buyers, meeting people. So we're like we've been doing more JV deals, helping people move them. One of the problems I have, and I'm wondering how you handle it, is like, how do you like sort through the deals? Like, how do you like
I
find
don't personally. I got sorters now.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what they want to do. That's how they want to contribute. So that's the best way they think that they know how to contribute. So now we have people that would go look at the deals, check it all out based on our criteria, right? That they know we like to see. Yeah. They'll identify one. They say, yep, this looks good. We send out 2 offers, one for cash, one for seller finance. So that deal gets 2 offers sent out. Owner says, hey, I want to talk to somebody. Bam, that's when it comes back to me like, hey, I think we got one. And then I'll look at it to make sure that we're going to actually go and raise the capital and take that one down.
Yeah, got it. Makes sense. Yeah, it just goes back to having the people that, because there's people that like that. I don't like that. Yeah, it's like that's something I don't like to do. And
everybody, I think if you're going to grow in real estate, everybody's going to grow beyond that. Yeah. And again, if it's high level stuff and you're looking at a $4 million, a $10 million mini storage, like even as the owner, like I need to take a look at this thing, right? That's a big swipe of capital. But like as far as like, oh, I got 20 leads today, I'm going to analyze them. Like, nah.
Yeah.
You'll grow beyond that no matter what.
Right.
So then what does stage 2 look like? I'm going to hire 2 acquisitions people. Now you just took on some, overhead. Yeah. Right. Now you got debt service. And then you, like you said, those people might learn, get good, and take off on you. And then you got to start over again. So your momentum's doing like this forever. Yeah. As opposed to, like I said, we're our model where, hey, you're just teaching a community, more people are showing up, and now you got 22 underwriters and nobody's on salary. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so.
That makes sense. So how do you divvy up who makes what? If someone's like, they're just looking at a deal, do you sort about like these tasks are more high value, or is it?
I think just the bigger the deals, better the deals, the better deal they negotiate, then the more we can give them. So if somebody, hey, they get us a crazy interest rate, low down, like, just negotiate badass terms, then we want to give that person a lot stronger position, like for the lead. Like some people have turned over a lead to us and done nothing. Yeah. And give them 80 grand, 100 grand, just for sending us a lead. Yeah. Because the deal was that strong. So it just really depends. And then sometimes we say, hey, but if you stay in the deal longer, right, you stay till the completion of the deal, which could be a 3 to 6 to 12 month cycle or longer sometimes, then we'd offer them a lot more to stay in the deal with us. So that way we don't have that initial 100 outlay. But we would never get a deal where we're going to go make $1 million and then like, oh, here's 10 grand or something. Yeah. You just don't do that to people.
Yeah. I feel like even like one, like you said, you don't do it to people. It's not the right thing to do it too. I feel like it's just short-term thinking. Like I want that person to bring me another deal, more.
And then people get addicted. Deals, you hit them with a 50, a 60, 100K assignment fee, and then next thing you know, I got another one. Yeah. Like, oh damn, he's back. Yeah.
Yeah, we just did a JV deal. We had a sub 2 we got assigned last week, and I'm like, it was I definitely could have asked for more. I ended up doing like 90% of the thing. I ended up having to manage the seller and the buyer and do stuff. I'm like, I could have asked for more, and then in the beginning, I definitely could have got more because they couldn't move it all. But I'm like, oh, I'd rather I took less than like I'd really like. In my mind, I probably should have, but I'm like, because I want to build that relationship, and I'd rather do a bunch of deals together.
That's what it's about, man. And it sounds cheesy, and I like to bring it up. I like cheesy stuff anyway, but when you really do help people and you do have everybody's best interest in mind, somehow it comes back to you, right? And like I said, I'm religious, so I know what I talk about when I talk about God. But I think I just mean like in a more practical sense, right? Like in the day-to-day life. So I noticed that when I started learning in real estate, I started learning from people that were doing really well, and I was excited about it. So I'd be like in these wholesaling groups. I'll see a new person come on, ask a stupid question, right? And I say there's no stupid question, only the one you don't ask. But they ask a silly question, and then everybody jumps on them. Yeah. And I'm in there like, F you guys, you know what I mean? And I'll tell the person what to really do. Right. And then I was just always doing that, kind of slapping the bullies and then also helping the new kids at the same time just because somebody helped me, so I'm going to help somebody else. It's my mindset. And then I start getting inbound messages on Messenger. I got a deal. I got a lead. Can you help me? I got this. Can you help me? It's like, oh, shoot, wait a minute. My lead flow is going up, and I'm not doing anything. I was just helping people. So just further like iterated that, like something like that, like I said, that multi-level marketing mindset where like I'm going to teach this small group of people how to do something tremendous and teach them how to go find another small group to help them do those efforts as well. Yeah. And that's what it evolved in today, man. But it all started with me just trying to just randomly help people for no reason.
Yeah. No, I love that. Now, have you ever read The Go-Giver?
No, but I think I understand the concept, right? Yeah.
It's pretty simple. It's like, you explained it. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, I read that one a couple years ago. I'm like, oh wow. And I started to like really just be more like mindful, I guess, of like putting it into practice. And it's been crazy. It's like it all, and like I'm really, I believe in God too. I'm a Christian, and then so obviously I feel like a lot of it all comes from the Bible. But it's crazy though. Like it comes back in ways you don't see it. Like I like help someone, it's completely random, and like somebody else, it could be something. It's just weird, when you start to like look back and like see the dots.
I love it, bro. Like you could look at it. You can view it from a religious standpoint. I'm Catholic and Catholic Christian, and you can look at it from a biblical perspective, energetic perspective, whatever. Universe, that's all the same thing. Yeah, that's right. You push out amazing things, and amazing things might happen back for you. Right? We don't do it for that reason. But I saw my parents do this, right? We hit rock bottom quite a few times as a kid, and we had to go live with other family members and all that kind of stuff. And my parents were always taking in our cousins and buying them new shoes. I'm like, we don't have nothing. How in the hell are we giving so much away? Yeah. And so now moving into my company, I hired my sister probably 8 or 10 years ago or something. And she started working for me, and we had the construction company. Sometimes things were going amazing. Sometimes we're waiting on checks, and so it's kind of all over the place. But all the while, we're giving away and turkeys and back to school and all kinds of crap. And just giving away. Like I saw my parents do it. You know what I mean? Like they helped a lot of people, and they still always had more. And that was that God in my background. It's like God will always provide if you're really doing your best to help others. And I saw it. I lived it. I didn't read it in a book and then like just have faith. Like I saw it, bro. I was there. So going with my company, with my sister, like I said, we're doing all these giveaways and all this stuff. I'm like, shit, we're like, are you sure we have enough money for this? Like, I don't know. Seems like there's more coming, so keep giving. And then now, even to this day, man, we do like different levels of profit, right? Some you do to help people. Recently, I just helped a close friend of the family with a deal. I put like $31,000 into it, and I made $1,000 for all of my time and effort and saving the deal in courts and everything. I made about $1,000 for a $30,000 investment. So I said I can help. I said, but we're not going to make any profit, but we're going to have a pretty good outlay. So some deals you do not for profit. Some deals you do for good energy, just like good steward of being a good human being, because you have the power to help somebody. You might not make profit, but I still did a good deed, and I feel really good about it. It makes me happier. It makes my endorphins go up, right? And then you do your deals for profit, and then sometimes you do a deal to grow a new relationship. So, hey, I'm gonna help you do your first land deal. I don't need to make anything on it, but like, here's what I would do if I was you. Do one, boom, boom, boom. You go make $100,000. Now you're my best friend. Right. Hey, that motherfucker helped me. He could have charged me a lot. He could have stole the deal. I could have wholesaled it, and he just explained me how to do it. So those are your different buckets. Yeah, you have your profit bucket, you have your relationship bucket, and then you have your good deeds bucket. And if you're operating in all three of those buckets at all times, your business is always gonna grow and go well. Yeah,
100%. And then I just feel like you can. Like other people that operate that way, I feel like you recognize people that operate that way too.
Immediately. The words that they say, the sentences they use, the things they talk about.
Yeah. And like that Facebook group example you gave, like any one of those people could just answer that question, but they spent so much more time just like
arguing, making fun of people, bullying people, trying to be funny. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know a lot of people do that.
And maybe there's room for it, right? Because I talk a lot of shit on Facebook too. Like I'm inflammatory on purpose on Facebook.
I'm happy to start following you. I'm like, I'm liking that stuff. I like it. We need this.
I'm all over the place because I'm like, dude, listen, I'm from Texas. This is how I am. I'm not like in person. I'm not an a-hole. I'm not like bumping people and being a complete douche or whatever. Like I help everybody. If I see somebody bullying somebody, I'm gonna get that bully and I'm gonna take them to the ground. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm always acting in everybody's best interest. But my beliefs are my beliefs, and I love to share what I share. I like to talk about what I like to talk about. I like Trump, love Trump. Yeah. So I talk about Catholicism. I post stuff about the Bible and the Rosary and like all this stuff. And like I said, it might to somebody the guns. To somebody that might seem inflammatory, but like that's who I am. Yeah. So if it's so inflammatory to see my content, like please unfollow me, please go away. Furthermore, I don't want people to get rich the way that I know how to get rich. If your values are the opposite of my values, then I want you to go stand in the corner, block me, unfollow me, and go cry over there. But I'm not going to teach you how to get rich the way I got you, the way I did it.
That's a good. I never thought of that, but now it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So you draw that line in the sand, like it's called polarization. Yeah. Right. It's the rule 101 of marketing. That's what Trump uses. Where he's the best in the world at it. Right. Polarization. So you make half the people love you and half the people hate you, and it's okay because the 50% that you polarize are now like amazing, faithful followers. Yeah. And the other side, like who cares? You were never gonna do business. You were never gonna go to their house for coffee anyway. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely, like you said, Marwan. That's how you attract like your people, your tribe, and then like on top of that, like. The alternative is either they're going to hate you or love you if you put yourself out there, but the alternative is you don't, and nobody fucking knows who you are.
That's what I've been noticing, dude. The cowboy hat and the tattoos, and you know what I mean? And like I wear a pink shirt. Just like I look like a strange guy anyway. And then I'm posting about smoking weed and all this stuff. Like, who is this guy? This guy is crazy, right? But now it's just like, this is literally who I am. Like, I'll help anybody. So like if somebody's offended by that, well, then don't look at this show.
I think a lot of people that get offended by it, because again, this is the weird shit I just think about for some reason. I don't know. Like I like smoke sometimes too. I'm like just getting weird thinking, going down the rabbit hole thinking about shit. And I'm like, well, why do other people do what they do? And like, you know, like, why do they get so offended? Why is it them? Because I think it's because they see people being authentic and like they seem like, oh, this dude just really himself and he's put himself out there, and like they feel like, oh, they don't do that, so they just like,
I don't kind of resent you for being able to do it.
Like I don't like it, you know, because they know deep down. Like I think most time when you don't like things or things you don't like, because it's something like it's saying something about you that you don't want to address. But
haters, bro. That's all I can say. Whatever that word means. Maybe that word's lost its flavor, but like I got my truck wrapped and I put some 24s on the side of the truck, and the tire shop posted it on their Facebook page or their Instagram or whatever, and it has like hundreds and hundreds of comments and all this bullshit. And I was reading, it's like 75% haters, bro, all the way down. And I'm like, it's funny that like they'll go out of their way to like talk shit about other people's stuff, but like I don't remember doing that. Yeah, I don't remember saying like that lifted Jeep looks like shit. Like why am I going to go out of my way to drop a comment like that somewhere?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm like, I think it looks dope. Yeah,
thanks, man.
We met the other day when we met a couple weeks ago. I guess it already was. Time's flying by. But yeah, I'm like, Mike and Anthony like disappeared. I'm like, they left. I thought they left. I'm like, yeah, well, we'll head out, you know. And they're like, they come back in, like, you're leaving? I'm like, oh, I thought you guys left. Like, oh no, we're looking at we're at Anthony's Cybertruck. Like, oh, yeah, Cybertruck. You're like, oh, and like I was looking up when I got home. Like, oh fuck, I think it looks dope, dude. Like, I don't think anyone else got a fucking blue one like that. So
I haven't seen one here. Nothing close to it. I've seen a bunch of like gloss black and flat black, but I wanted something loud, and I guess it's kind of on brand too. The blue with the Hive Mind and stuff. So and then I've been riding on chrome since I was a kid. So maybe it's old school, but all the black rims and all the gray rims and all that shit now. Like chrome's like crazy. When the sun's hitting them, they look crazy. Yeah. So I put some 24s on it. I just wanted it to just pop. Yeah. And then I'll probably put like a QR code or something in the back.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, for raising capital.
Yeah. How do you like it?
Best vehicle I've ever had times 100, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a brand new F-250. It's a 2023, I think. Like 40,000 miles on it. Beautiful truck, lifted 37s. I mean, amazing truck. Four-door, 4x4 diesel. Badass truck. I had a brand new Cummins before, 4x4 diesel again. I've owned a dealership, so I've had like 20 diesel trucks at once, right? So I've had a bunch of nice cars. I've always fixed up my stuff, and the Cybertruck, it's the best vehicle I've ever had. Like, and there's not even a second close comparison.
Really?
Nothing remotely close to it. Yeah.
What makes it so good?
I think just the handling and like the responsiveness, like just all the little helpful features that it has. You know, light turns green, just bing, like just all this little stuff that you didn't even know you needed or wanted. Yeah. It has like the ride height adjustment, so like whatever ride height preferred. If you're going to a ranch, you just raise it up, and then like when you're getting out exiting the vehicle, it drops back down and everything. Oh, that's dope. Super intuitive car, man. And then like the handling, it's the first vehicle that's ever been made without a gearbox, right? So when you turn your gearbox, you got to do like this, like you're cranking this box to do like that to change the direction of the tires. Well, this thing's like a remote control car, so the tires just do like this, like based on like a RC car. Shit. Okay. So when you turn it, you just turn your steering wheel like this, and that's a full turn. Like, it's crazy. It's just like, it's the most convenient vehicle I've ever had, and like I jump in my F-250 and it feels like what the hell's happening here? Like I feel like I'm gonna wreck it, dude. Yeah. So now it's the best vehicle I've ever had. It's just absolutely nuts. It's like fast as a Porsche. It's like 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Damn. Just a crazy car. It's just like, it's kind of like a funny car too, because it looks like it's like from an 8-bit video game, you know, from the 90s or something. So I just think like with all that being like a giant remote control car, I think like Elon just kind of like made it like funny. Like it's like the most retarded funny car he could make, and then he actually really made it. Yeah. And that's what's hilarious. Like,
I'm a huge fan. You know, I think a lot of shit he does to be funny, and just like, I think they're like inside jokes of himself.
I think that's what's hilarious about him. That's what I love about him. Is like he's a dork because if some of his jokes are so cheesy, it's hilarious. But he doesn't care because he's self-amusing is what he's called. What you call it. And I do it to myself all the time. I'm constantly like in a state of self-amusement. Like I'm always like, as long as I'm having a good time, like something terrible could be happening, and I'm trying to find a way to make it funny. Like I'm not gonna let this shit get me down. So all day long I'm playing those little games with myself, posting stupid shit on Facebook and on Instagram, and I'm just laughing and laughing. Like, man, I wonder who's gonna get pissed at this. And I can imagine him doing the exact same thing. Like he's just like such a I don't give a F state. Like he's just doing it for pure self-amusement. If it makes me look corny, cheesy, stupid, I don't care. It's funny to me. Right. I'm doing it all day long. So I love him for that, dude.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, I always like to make myself laugh. Like sometimes I'm like, should I post it? I'm like, are other people gonna find this funny or just me? I'm like, fuck it, post it.
2 likes. Like I don't care. I loved it. That's funny, man. No, I'm doing it all the time. Like I said, I try to make funny stuff on other people's posts and try to always be helpful. You know, like I said, so being positive, and it's hard, man. It's hard in business. Like we're getting our butt kicked. We're underslept. You know, we got stress. We got worries. We got gray hairs. Like there's crazy stuff happening. So I can't let my personality go to like stone cold. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to do business. I'd rather just not do business at all. So
yeah, no, you gotta have fun with it, or it's really not worth it for sure. But I love it, man. So what's the best way? I mean, I would definitely do this again. I had a lot of fun having you on. But what is the best way for people to connect with you, learn more about Hive Mind, and follow you? How do they find your podcast? All that good stuff.
Thanks, man. Yeah. So Hive With Us podcast is what it's called. Hive With Us. And you can search that hashtag. You can search for the podcast. It's on all platforms. But you can look up Hive Mind CRM on TikTok. I mean, YouTube, probably LinkedIn, for sure X, Facebook. We're everywhere. You could reach out to admin@texasranchflippers.com. And then I respond. Me personally, I don't like getting emails, you know. I think if people hit me on social, on either Instagram or Facebook, if you send me a direct message, then I'll message back in a timely manner, a non-timely manner. Yeah. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes a month, but sometimes I'll message you right back within seconds. But yeah, people reach out to me on Messenger, on Instagram or Facebook, I'll hit you back sooner or later. That's how we contact that. Yeah, that's how we got in touch. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, very perfect example. Yeah, so that's my favorite way to be contacted, I think, right now.
No, that's me too. Like I even like it more than texting sometimes, than just because I don't know. It's so much easier than emails because like sometimes you see it and then like you forget about it and then it's still there next time you go back.
Yeah, my email. I've been marketing, bro, for like I said, I'm pushing 20 years now of marketing, and I get like millions of emails. You know what I'm saying? So like your little funny email, so it's for sure gonna get lost. So let's not go there. Text message, like my phone's already melting. I probably got 100 missed text messages right this second in this last hour. So I think like my smallest inboxes in the world are on Messenger and on Instagram. Yeah, I might only get a message in a day or 5 in a day. Yeah. Right. Where my phone's gonna get hundreds, email's gonna get millions. So like if you want to get through to me, then probably their best bet.
I love it, man. Well, I'm super excited to have you at the event, man. Excited to share the stage with you, and I'm super excited to personally to sit down and listen to you and learn more about land and hear the speech. And if you guys haven't done it yet, make sure you grab your tickets. We're putting on the biggest wholesaling event we've ever done. It's free.
You got a good lineup, dude.
Yeah, it's killer, and it came together for sure. And we're doing. Do you know? Did I tell you about the boiler room?
No.
So we're doing like a live call-in session. I got sponsors to donate leads. So people are gonna make calls and
dude,
stuff.
If somebody gets one for a big land lead, put me on.
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, we can try to put some land in there and just mix it in there. And then, so basically, they don't even have to know what to say. I'll give them the basic script. They raise their hand, they get stuck, and we're going to have people running around helping them. And
I like it, dude. Charles did that. Did you go to those?
Yeah, wholesaling live. I was actually there last year helping people close deals.
Okay, I was on stage there, dude. Yeah.
That's how I got the idea.
That's beautiful. I love that. I love the model. It's cool because then if you see it on a podcast or something, like you don't know if it's true or not. But if you're in the room and you're doing it in the room, damn, this makes it real, especially for all the people. Even if they didn't get a deal, I saw it happen right there.
Yeah. I think even like if we're like worst case scenario, you go there, you're afraid to make a phone call. You make one call, nobody answers, but at least you got over that hurdle because
because he did it and she's doing it. Yeah, that's cool, dude. I love it.
Yeah, we actually been doing them here. Like little small pop-up ones, and that's what I'm like, I should do like our biggest one yet. So we've been like on the weekends and nobody's here. It's fucking dead. I have like this whole place, and so I've been just open invite. Hey, come on down, hang out with me, and like let's make calls. There's like a little call center over there.
I love that, dude. That's so cool.
Smashing the phones.
It's a hive mind right there, bro.
Yeah, no, it's good coming. I'm like, oh wow, it's kind of been getting my mind to open up and think about different things we can do. So, but I'm excited. So again, free wholesaling live. Grab your tickets. It's free. The best, if you haven't registered, if you didn't hear, so we're giving out leads based on how quickly you register. So if you wait till the last minute, you get what's left over. If you already registered, or if you register now, you're going to get those Glenn Ross leads. And, so make sure you do it. And a bunch of cool shit we're giving away there too. A lot of fun stuff. Just stay tuned, and we'll see you guys at the event. And definitely make sure you go follow the Hive Mind.
Check us out. Won't disappoint. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, man.